Welcome back, guys. Let's put this in the ether. It's 2023, man. 2023, right? It could be a different time when you watch this video, but right now it's 2023. 2023. Um, Women today, right? Most of them, most modern women, they're emotionally damaged, right? Due to the decision they make in life, right? Due to them choosing a mate, they choose Chad and Tyrone instead of the nice guys. And what these Chad and Tyrone do, they put them through hell, right? And they get confused that because Chad and Tyrone are treating them like crap, they automatically assume that all men are like this. When they're the one who choose these bad guys out there, right? They're the one who lay down in bed with these guys who take advantage of them, and then because of their bad experience with Chad and Tyrone, they automatically assume that all men are like this, right? Which contribute to them having these emotional breakdowns, emotional baggage, right? So I'm telling you guys, be careful when you're looking for a mate in 2023. Most modern women today, they have emotional baggage. They're emotionally damaged, right? They're emotionally damaged. Either they're with children, or even though they're single, married, either with their single mom or they're single, right? They come with baggage. They come with they're emotionally damaged, all right, due to their decision they make in life. So you be careful out there when you find a woman out there, right? It's like a minefield out here, man. They come out here and then you don't know when they're emotionally damaged until it's too late. Until you're in a situation with this woman, then you start to pick up signs and nuance and all these red flags, right? If you start picking up these small signs, you gotta pick up quick, man. You gotta learn to pick up quick, or you'll be toast. You'll be stuck with these women, right? They want to take revenge on you. They're gonna be. This is what leads to a lot of them having all these feminist ideologies, because they develop these idea thinking that because men treat them this way, they automatically assume that all men are like this. Not all men are like this. All right, I could go the same way. Not all women are like this. Right, there's some out there, because if I say all women, I'm not gonna get like a whole slaughter of viewers trying to put me down. So I'm trying to avoid that. I'm not trying to have drama, but you know, but they could say all men are like this, but for some reason men can't say all women's like this. You see the double standard, right? You see the double standard, right? So back to my point is that they come with all these emotional damage, try to destroy you, try to say all these stuff to you, and don't let that affect you, bro. Just leave these women alone, right? It's like it's like it's like in a viper's pit, right? You just hop in there. You don't know when they're gonna strike you. You don't know when they're gonna snap, right? Emotional woman, right? Like basically all women. All women are emotional, but those women who are damaged, right? They could be, I don't know, psychotic. Psychotic, and most of them, most institutions are inundated with women, right? Look, it's like this: institution are inundated with women, but a crazy guy, they just take him to jail. You see the double standard? Society are more sympathetic towards women than it is for them to be sympathetic towards guys. Guy have the raw, not the raw and the bad side of the deal, big time, right? This world's not fit for men. It's totally hating men. But back to my point, right? You gotta be very careful when you try to find a woman. When you engage with them, you don't know how crazy they are, right? You already seen the type of video they make online, the type of argument they make. It's like it doesn't make any sense. Like you try and make sense of a nonsense when you hear them speak most of the time, right? Like they put themselves in the most vulnerable position, right? Thinking that how can anybody be this dumb to put themselves in this position? But you know what? There are people out there who will put themselves in these positions. There are people out there, especially women, who will make bad decisions, picking a mate, right? People tell them that he's a bad guy. People tell you not to sleep around, right? What do? They do the opposite of what people tell them, right? I mean, I get it. People don't like to be told what to do, but you have to use the common sense. That's the thing with most women out there. They lack this critical thinking skills of thinking common sense, right? Well, men, I'm not saying all men have common sense. There are a few um, questionable guys out there, But at least some questionable guys out there, at least they have some kind of form of common sense. When women do the same thing, they don't think about the repercussion of it. Most of them don't think about what's the outcome of their decisions, right? Well, while men do, right? And then when they make bad decision, it's damaging, it's scarring them, and they have to live with this decision the rest of their life. Black plaster with the tattoos everywhere, right? I'm not against tattoo. What I'm really against is like making common sense decision if you just decide to take a tattoo, because this thing is permanent, and that goes along with choosing a man, choosing a mate, right? Like you see him with all these looking all thuggish, you're like, okay, he doesn't look like he's a guy of quality, but you choose to sleep with him anyway. What propels you to do that, right? What convinced you to do that? What makes you make that right decision? What that wrong decision, right? What compels you to make this decision to sleep with Chad and Tyrone, right? Women do things that some guy that make me question it sometimes too. Like, why are you doing this? Why did you put yourself in that position? Why did you choose this guy? I mean, at this point, it's quite understandable because women like the bad boys. They don't like the nice guys. But if they would just understand the nice guys, usually the better choice. But they don't want the nice guys, right? So guys, all right, most of modern women right now are tainted. Right? It's hard to find a good woman these days. There's gonna be people out there gonna preach that, hey, you just gotta look for the right one. At what point you gonna find the right one? Right? You don't know which one is the right one. Even today, it's 2023, when people are identifying other things. Like, what if you run into a guy who thinks he's somebody else? You know, these kind of situations, right? Telling people they could be somebody else when they're not. Right? That's what I'm talking about. It's hard to find people that you could connect with. Right? That you could have this bond with, right? So no, but women choose people. When women choose a relationship, they choose what they can make them happy. But the thing is, happiness fades away, right? The difference between guys choosing the mate is that guys choose who they're compatible with, right? They don't choose who are they happy with. I mean, all the Chad and Tyrone only choose for sex, but logical men choose compatibility over feelings, over happiness, right? Because compatibility could last for a long time. But when you choose for happiness and love fades away, right? Love is temporarily, right? But no, that's not how the way women think. They think for the moment, like I mentioned in my previous video. Women think they live for the moment. They don't live for the future. They don't do that, right? When they pick Chad and Tyrone is only for the moment. Chad and Tyrone eventually gonna throw them away. Chad and Tyrone, the way they view women as disposable. And when Chad and Tyrone dispose them, right, they can harbor all these bad feelings. They're scarred, right? Most of these women out there are scarred. So if they're emotionally damaged, there's no way of saving them, right? You could take them. They could say they could go to therapy, but the thing is, what people don't understand when they go to therapy, right? And that's the one you gotta look out for. If you go to therapy, stay away from that, right? But the thing about therapy is that therapy is not a cure. It's not cure all. Therapy does not solve anything. Therapy is supposed to be used as a treatment. That's what it is. Therapy is a treatment, but it can't cure your problems, right? If you have a split personality, or if you are a psychopath, if you are a sociopath, right? Therapy cannot cure them, right? It's just treating them, right? If therapy cured psychotic people would recover. People would need to go to therapy. If you're committed into an institution, right? You have to go to therapy for the rest of your life, right? To treat your insanity, your psychosis, right? You understand what I'm saying? That's a misconception of therapy, right? It's not a cure, right? It's a treatment. So if she needs treatment of a therapy, that's an indicator you should be messing with this person. She's psychotic. She's crazy. She's emotionally damaged. And what most of these women are, they're emotionally damaged, but they're not diagnosed. They're informally not diagnosed, right? So you're going out there, women are crazy without nobody to talk to, and that's what leads them to be crazy too, right? They have nobody to talk to. They have nobody to express their emotion to, and what it is, they express their emotion to other women, not realizing you're doing nothing. They're doing something that's not conducive. You're expressing one crazy person expressing their thought to another crazy person. How you're supposed to express your thought to a rational minded person so they could guide you out of that situation like a therapist, right? But no, they talk to another crazy person. Like this is why women like gossip, right? When women gossip, it's two crazy people talking to each other. That's what it is, right? This is why I don't like to hear women gossip, because gossip is not definitive proof. When I hear people gossip, I don't like to listen to that. Gossip is not based on fact, and what women do, they like to listen. They like to gossip, and they think gossip is what definitive facts. They're not doing their research, right? So basically, two crazy people are talking. They think they're all right. They think that they're speaking sense. They're making sense. No, when two people are talking to each other, right? Two crazy people talking to each other. That means there's craziness talking among crazy. And how is that productive? That's not productive, right? So most of these women are crazy. It's crazy people talking to other crazy people, generating more craziness. This is why we have all these crazy beliefs among women. Women believe in all these crazy things, right? Listen to their friends. This is why you be careful about who her friend is, because her friend is feeding her lies. Her friend could be crazy and setting your relationship between you and your woman, try to sabotage your relationship. Right? You seen the movie Fatal Attraction, right? It's an obsessive woman trying to destroy another relationship, right? That's what it is, right? So you vet her friends, because her friend could be crazy as well, right? This is why you don't let her talk. Be careful who she hang out with, right? She could maybe be crazy, right? But back to my point, right? Most modern women today, they're emotionally damaged, right? They're scarred, but let me know if you agree, right? You think they're emotionally damaged, right? Like, share, subscribe. You want to support my channel, subscribe. I make video daily. But on that note, guys, thank you for listening to me. I know your time is precious, and I value a lot of your time. So thank you so much. But on that note, guys, peace and blessings.